AJ Dybantsa back on BYU SN.
AJ, you were having some fun in the ROC Saturday night. What was that like, man?
I mean, it was fun. I mean, Anthony Falesi, my teammate, he had a little unofficial visit just to come watch the game. And me and him went to the Rock. So I took him to the Rock, had some fun. I actually went up like the whole Rock. Like, I went up like all the way to the top and like gave the fans some love over there.
What's it like to be in there? Because obviously next year you're going to be playing on the court, but sort of set the stage, set the tone for next year, I assume?
Yeah, because I don't really get to watch a lot of games as a fan because I'm usually playing the game. So, I mean, it's always good to be a fan because I'm still a fan of the game. I still like watching basketball regardless.
What's that energy like in the ROC? What's it like to be in there for those who have not done it?
I mean, it's a lot of energy. I think me and Ant turned it up a little bit though, because we weren't losing, but BYU had a little slow start that game, and then we went in the second half. I went in there, turned up the energy, and then we started making every shot. So I mean, I won't be in the ROC next year, so we have to keep the energy up. So
does it give you a sense of the influence that those students can have on a game? Like if they bring it when the team's down, you can feed off that?
Yeah, I mean, that's what college basketball is. I mean, like the environment, even when you go to away games, you have to deal with their student section. So when teams come to the Marriott, they have to deal with ours.
Are you a guy that interacts with the student section, whether it be your home fans or road fans a little bit? Or are you like, I'm ignoring that, I'm focused on the game?
I mean, high school, you don't really have that, so I wouldn't even be able to answer it. We'll see next year, like because usually, I mean, if they say something, like, depending on what it is, like, I might chirp back depending on, like, what they say, but if it's, like, too hectic, I'm not going to get involved in it.
A little bit of friendly fire could be fun?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you enjoy about the BYU home games the most right now? Because you've been to a bunch of games, and there's some really high-level games. What do you enjoy about the atmosphere?
No, I think it's really the Rock is probably the best part. Like, they always bring energy. They always have, like, boards and signs and different types of things. So, like, at the free throw line, hopefully the other guys miss.
It's hard for teams in the second half, man. They're like 4% worse.
Yeah.
Have you noticed playing in high school games or other games where certain kind of backgrounds may be more distracting than others? Like, is that a real thing?
Yeah, actually, death percentage is a real thing. So, I mean, college, regardless, there's people behind the backboard, and then, like, it's a glass window, and you're seeing, like, a whole bunch of things in the background. So you have to really concentrate on the rim. So I'm definitely going to get used to that.
West Virginia is like very cavernous, like very big and deep. That's one that's interesting. Do you prefer like a little less depth perception where like if the wall was closer to the hoop there?
Yeah, so I think by science, it's easier to shoot with a wall. But, I mean, college and NBA and overseas, you don't have that, so you better
You
get
don't
used to
have
it.
that. No,
Yeah.
you got to get used to it. Talking to AJ Dybantsa on BYU Sports Nation. When you watch BYU play, and they have a first half like that against West Virginia where it's a little bit stagnant, not everything's going down, but then they turn it on in the second half. What kind of adjustments did you notice BYU have in a big win over the Mountaineers?
I mean, the Mountaineers tried to take away their three, and I think they realized that, so they just started attacking the basket. I mean, if you're going to give me the lane because you don't want me to shoot, I'm going to take the lane. So, I mean, in the second half, we got to the rim a lot. And then once we did get to them, it opened up threes. I know Egor down hit one, and then Trey actually hit one. So, I mean, once you get to the rim, then it just opens up everything.
What about your skill set fits in the style of play that BYU will have next year with you?
I'm just an all-around game. I mean, like you said, like, I'm capable of doing both. So if you're gonna give me the three, I'm gonna take the three. I'm gonna try to make the three. I can make the three. If you're gonna take it away, okay, I'm gonna drive to the basket. I'm capable of doing that. And then when you collapse, I have Kaba for a lob. I have Richie for a three. Like it's just gonna be so many options. It's gonna be dangerous.
How actively are you recruiting those guys to make sure they're on the roster next year?
I was actually in the locker and I was telling them like, yo, like, come on, like, can we like play together next year? But I mean, like, it's the whatever's best for them. Like, I mean, like everybody's talking about Egor. Like, if he's a lottery pick, like, don't try to please me, like, please you and your family first. I'm never gonna tell him like, yo, stay so I can play with you. Like, no, if you need to go to the NBA and go please your family, go do that, bro. Do what's best for you. But it'll be nice if we could play together for 1 year.
I was going to say, but with that said, little Egor and AJ would be pretty exciting.
I'm not denying that fact, yeah. But like, I understand.
Could you see a little like pick and roll with him?
Yeah, I can see a lot of things with him. Like he's my height, 6'8", point guard. Like that's scary.
That would be, it's scary in a good way. I would love that. What have you noticed about Richie Saunders? Because here's a guy who was like a glue guy last year coming off the bench, and now he's one of the best players in the Big 12. Like, what does Richie do so well from your perspective?
But I just think he doesn't need a lot to go to produce. Like you don't need to call a play for him. He's just gonna go get you 3 points. He hits open shots. He's becoming a better defender. He's getting to the rim now. He's actually driving with relentlessness. He can hit a floater. He can get to the rim. So I mean, it's just I think he's becoming a more complete player than what teams seen him in the past. Because the scout that they had on him was he's just a glue guy, and now he's coming in really becoming one of those top guys.
And he's so hard to defend because once he gets the ball, he's either going super quick, typically to his left, or he's getting up with his quick jumper. Like when you're guarding a guy, it's hard to engage in that first second, right?
So you have to respect the three. So any pump fake he does, you have to semi jump, but you have to respect the drive. So yeah, I mean, what is he back to back Big 12 Player of the Week? So I mean, yeah.
I saw over the weekend Chase Roberts and Utah Prep going to do a clinic or something. What are the details there with the BYU wide receiver Chase Roberts?
I don't know the details, but he did tell me that they are doing a clinic. I don't know full details.
Could you have played wide receiver?
I used to, actually.
You used to. How old were you when you played football?
I played for 3 years. I stopped during COVID, so that was 7th grade. So like 5th, 6th, and 7th, I was playing. I used to be tight end, and then I told my coach, respectfully, I'm not gonna block. So you can either put me at wide receiver, or you can keep me at tight end, and then the defensive end is just gonna get the running back. So he put me
at hand in the ground.
He put me at wide receiver. Then I used to play corner on defense. So.
At some point, maybe in 7th grade, you outgrew corner height.
Oh yeah. That's why I stopped because COVID came. And then I was thinking, should I play another year? And I grew 5 inches, and I was like, yeah, I'm done.
That one summer you talked about, that's crazy. I was going to say, if you didn't play basketball, what would you be doing with your life?
I'll be playing football.
And would you still want to be?
I would still play football right now.
Okay, at like 6'8".
Yeah.
What position would you play?
I would play wide receiver, but like the thing with me, like I would only do deep routes. Like I'm not gonna sit here and do digs against a linebacker that's 250. I'm not doing that.
You don't want that?
Put me in red zone only, fade routes. I'm good.
You mentioned to Spencer that you got your McDonald's All American jersey. How cool was that? And where's that going to be hanging up one day in your house?
The one that we got is actually for the school. We'll get another one for my house later, but I mean, it's just surreal just seeing your last name with the McDonald's logo. Like I had 3 McDonald's on my team last year. And just seeing them and being happy for them. So I got mine now, so I'm pretty happy.
You feel like you could walk into a McDonald's with that and be like, "Yo, I get some free stuff here," or that wouldn't work?
Actually, people last year for getting McDonald's, like they used to be behind the cash register and like hand out burgers and stuff. I don't know why we didn't do that this year.
That's fun.
I don't think the jersey would work. I don't think they would care.
Let me just borrow it if I need some lunch, something in Provo. That's all right. Yeah. You had the AJ chain, and you probably have a bunch on Saturday. Who makes that, and how much bling's on that thing?
I mean, you could get any jeweler to make it. I mean, there's jewelers in Atlanta, Florida, Boston. There's one in Utah. That's actually my only one. I will get another one though. Like I feel like that's kind of like too big. Like I can't be wearing it all the time, so I need like a smaller one, which I'll probably get like later this year.
Too much bling, you say?
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I'm a simple guy. Like, it's smaller than what rappers wear, but like, it's kind of like too heavy, like to be wearing. I only wear at like events like that. Like, if I want to wear a chain every day, like, I'm not wearing that. It's too big.
That's a good problem to have. You know, not everyone has too big of a chain. Let's go. Let's talk about your games this week. You're rematching the Patrick schools, which, by the way, that's where Kyrie Irving, bummer with the ACL with him, went to school. That's a rematch. You guys won that first meeting. How you feeling about matchup number 2 here?
I mean, we're feeling good. I mean, when we played them the first time, that was like literally when the coaching change happened. So Coach Keith Smart wasn't even our coach. So now that he's our coach, we really watched film of the team. We're feeling good about ourselves.
Then it looks like next week you'll be in Salt Lake playing.
Yeah, I'll be in Salt Lake. I'll be at UVU. So all Cougar Nation that's not traveling for the Big 12 tournament, you need to be there.
Come watch AJ play if you haven't already. Down in Hurricane, come watch him at Utah Valley and Orem. Well, AJ, best of luck. It was great to have you in town, man. Are we gonna see you again at the Utah game, or you got stuff going on? You got games?
What day is that?
Saturday.
This Saturday? No, I'll be at South Carolina.
You'll be in South Carolina. Okay, so that was the last game in the Marriott Center you go to before you play.
Yes.
That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. Well, best of luck against the Patrick schools, and thanks for the time, man.
Thank you.